Hey everyone, welcome to Mexico actually. In this video, we will update the cases of international drug trafficking in Mexico. We're talking about Mexican President Andrés Manuel Lopez Obrador, or AMLO, and his proposed judicial reforms that seem to be promoted in support of organized crime. But wait, there's more to this story than meets the eye. Let's break it down. First up, the reform itself, which was already imposed this September 15th, paying for the votes of politicians and imprisoning others, and which is in force and being applied. AMLO wants judges to be elected by the people, instead of them taking part in selection and knowledge tests, as they have done up until now. That's right, elected judges promoted by politicians, president of crime cells. According to AMLO, this move is part of his broader strategy to tackle organized crime and corruption within Mexico's judicial system. He says that having elected judges will make the courts fairer and less susceptible to corruption, even when the elected judges are not prepared with the years of knowledge required for the judicial career, right? Well, the problem is that while supporters of the reform argue that it will enhance transparency and give ordinary citizens more say in the judicial process, critics are concerned. Even when none of the supporters know anything about laws or have understood the human rights violated by the AMLO reform, specialists have warned that elected judges might be more influenced by political pressures or popular opinion in their resolution, rather than sticking to the rule of law. Imagine judges swayed by what's trending on social media. Or worse, that may be related to a criminal group. Now here's where it gets even more interesting, but critics also worry about the potential for unqualified people getting elected to these crucial positions. They argue that appointing judges based on merit ensures a higher level of competence and professionalism. And let's be honest, we all want competent judges making those important decisions. Professionalism that is completely necessary in Mexico due to the increasing number of femicides, and which requires people trained with a gender perspective. However, AMLO did not include in his law reform modifications to the prosecutor's office, who are the ones who investigate criminals and gather evidence. So thanks to them, more than 80% of criminals have been released due to errors by the prosecutor's office itself. But wait, there's a twist. Recently, a letter from Garcia Luna, a former high-ranking Mexican official, has come to light, and it's causing quite a stir. The letter states that AMLO himself may have ties to organized crime. Yep, you heard that right. The same person pushing for these reforms to combat corruption might be linked to the very thing he says he is fighting against. Statements that coincide with the photos of meetings that Obrador has greeting the matriarch of Chapo Guzman clan. So where does this leave us? On one hand, AMLO's judicial reform could open the door to chaos, not only in Mexico, but to other countries. There's a real risk that the reform could undermine judicial independence and open the door to political meddling. And with these new allegations against AMLO, the plot thickens and is worse for tourism or for living in Mexico. What do you think? Is AMLO's judicial reform a step in the right direction, or is it a recipe for crime and disaster? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on this and other breaking news stories. Thanks for watching. Tea.